Mr. Brunasso, you have the ball.
Thank you, Bobby. Appreciate the introduction and welcome to everyone that's watching this tonight or this recording. Like Bobby said, this is really a special Rediscover Power 2.0. See what's changed, see what's new, because there's a lot going on in the industry, and a few of us are seeing people come back to the platform. So I thought of no better way than to do this format in this webinar and also possibly reactivate those that have taken extended leaves or breaths and things like that. So let me go ahead and share my screen here and we can get going. All right. So let's go ahead and set the agenda for tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for the intro, Bobby. The industry updates we're going to touch on really quickly. Compensation plan changes. Again, if you haven't been here in a while, you haven't seen us in the last 3, 6 months, 9 months, a year, 2 years, whatever it is, there's a lot that's changed and you can earn a lot more money right now. We're going to touch on cost of goods plus, adder scope of work with our very own COO, Ethan Miller, tonight. Talk on new partners, technology, lease, PPA, loans. We're going to hear a testimonial from another amazing 7-figure earner, Cynthia, wrapping it up with some events, and we have a promotion for you, okay? So if you hang on to the end of tonight, this call, this recording, there will be a promotion for you as well as you consider to come back to Power. As Bobby said, I've been doing this 10 years, no surprise. We've been through the ups and downs. Nothing surprises us anymore. Every company has challenges, has growing pains. I experienced it at Solar City Tesla. I experienced it at Sunrun. And I found my forever home 5 years ago at Power, where I've done over 480 contracts at Power alone in that time period. And as Bobby said, the philanthropy, giving back, building homes, serving others, helping the other sellers, and giving to this platform is what I enjoy doing the most. But let's touch on the industry real quick, okay? Guys, Titan, top 10 nationwide company, closed their doors. SunPower recently filed bankruptcy. A lot of those customers are left with no one to turn to. Renovo was a fallout because of SunPower. Lumio filed bankruptcy. They could not get the act together, and their sale has actually defaulted. So there's been some headwinds. There's been some struggles. In 2023 alone, more than 100 companies filed bankruptcy, 6 times the prior 3 years. By mid-2024, this year, the trends continued. 100 bankruptcies reported, unprecedented number in 2 decades, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know about you, but at Power, I always get paid on my jobs, and I have friends and people in the industry that have been through these companies that haven't got paid. So that's just some of the headwinds going on right now with interest rates, net metering, and challenges that we're seeing in our industry. But yet, despite all that, during this last 3, 4, 5 years, Power has been Inc. 5000 4 years in a row and generated $1 billion in revenue faster than any other nationwide company with strong leadership. Now, you might be here because you had some pains at Power, in solar, maybe you didn't have enough leads, whatever it is. You're here because there were some pains, possibly around operations. You sold 2 deals, one of them went south and you gave up. Maybe the timelines were longer than you'd like. The utility, AHJ, the partner took a while. Maybe there was some adders. The changing scope of work we're going to touch on that doesn't exist anymore. The communication maybe wasn't up to par for you. Or maybe our partners that we were using at the time took the job south and it went sideways. So tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to touch on some solutions concisely. We're going to talk on cost of goods plus. It's another version of cost of goods we're going to touch on, locking in scope of work and adders in the first 15%. We're going to touch on that with Ethan and see how it's already improving. Barely rolled out a few weeks ago, a month ago, how it's improving timelines. the decentralized model that continues to allow us to keep money in the bank. Our ticket systems, our huddles, our live chat has improved the response time. We're going to talk about vetting our partners and strong partnerships. And I mean, in my opinion, we have the best pay, the best platform, the best training, and the best systems, and the best tier 3 mentor closers. That's our secret sauce. Okay. But we're going to address those pains there on the left with some of the solutions that have been rolled out, maybe since you took a look at us last. The decentralized platform, real quick, continues to allow us to thrive, guys. Sustainable options, including the best equipment, lenders, and partners, little to low overhead, allowing us to adapt up and down in scale as needed. That's why we haven't gone bankrupt like the other companies. We have some of the best partner relationships. Take a look on this screen here. Southern California's premier installer, Gaia Construction. Also, RG Electric in Las Vegas. They did my own house. Good reviews. So we get to use the best partners, and the industry in solar is 60% is made up of regional installers. So what we're seeing is tighter relationships, exclusive relationships like Hawaii Unified, Team Sunshine, Prolux. The future is strong relationships and partnerships as we continue to evolve this model that no one's ever done a decentralized model this strong before. And like I said, Powur has always paid its sales representatives. You've probably seen this chart before. In case you haven't, Powur has done all this in the last 4 to 5 years, going from tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars to over 360 million last year alone, with thousands of 1099 sellers, over 34,000 installations, all in the last 3 to 4 years, including enterprise and a lot of other innovations. We've had to fall on our face in order to learn and get better. If you listen to podcasts, I was listening to the Google CEO today talk about Steve Jobs. You got to fail fast and fail quick. And that's the way to success. And we have figured it out a few years into this decentralized model. So I'm speaking of 2 categories tonight. If you're looking at us again, you might be a setter, someone that has the lead, and you just want 50% of the commission. That is great. We are set up to help you the best. You might be someone that wants to close the deal on their own or be a tier 3 mentor. We have the solutions for that as well, depending on what level you want to play at. Now, real fast, I love this slide because only 5 million homes, like Bobby said, have gone solar in the United States, less than 6%, 5 million. All estimates say by 2031, in 7 years, we will go to 10 million. So just take that in real quick. It's at the infancy stage of solar. Only 5 million in the United States, literally doubling it in the next 7 years, guys. Electric vehicles, heat pumps, electrification of the home, legal requirements, these EVs, these Teslas that we're seeing everywhere, these utilities rate hikes. I mean, that's the future that we are on. But check this out. There have been a little bit of headwinds. So right here in 2024, we're taking some headwinds. There's been interest rates. There's been net metering policies. We've had to come up with new technology. We've seen some companies go under. So we're somewhere above 2021's residential installations. Next year, I expect us to do the same residential installations as 2022. And from there, it's just up, up, up. 2026, we are surpassing 2023 and beyond. This is the next 7 years trajectory for residential solar installations. This is a training by one of our strong partners, Hanwha Q-Cells, that shows the residential solar market. And again, these are the 23 states that we do business in today. Take a screenshot of this. We just opened up DC. We just opened up Maine. And a lot of providers are not in Hawaii or Puerto Rico like we are. And we have new emerging markets that are doing better than ever right now and are set up for massive success in 2025 and beyond. Now let's talk on money, ladies and gentlemen. We all like money and what it can help us do. So right now there is a contest. It just started where you can earn tons of prizes. Like 20, 30 people are getting prizes. The top prizes, though, are tens of thousands of dollars when you sell deals, $10,000 vacation, $5,000 cash, and thousands of dollars, and tons more prizes. We also have contests going on by Solar Edge, SunGauge, and other internal company contests to make you more money. Now, one thing I like to point out is Powur is still giving an M1 advance. How do you get paid? Two milestones, M1 and M2. Powur, unlike most other companies, are still giving an M1 advance. It's $1,000 to $2,000 or 40% of the commission. Guys, most companies are not giving an M1 advance at all. Gone. Most companies that even are still giving it is like $500, $600. So the fact that you can rejoin us, sell a deal, make thousands of dollars quickly is going to help you grow your business. So that's something that I'm really proud of. Now let's talk about team building. If you want to team build, we have changed this since you've seen us last. You no longer need to have any personal qualified sellers in order to get revenue share on 2 levels. That's huge. You're going to make $500, $600, $800 passively if you decide to build a team and they have an installation. So you no longer have to have people on your level 1 to get paid on 2 levels, passive income. In order to earn 3 levels down, you just need to have brought in 5 active qualified sellers that join you. You can see here to earn on levels 4 is just 10. Earn on level 5 is 20 and level 6 is 30. So this has been revamped. Everyone got a bonus, more money instantly in order to get revenue share team building bonuses here. Now you still need 1 contract every 6 months. That used to be install. Powur helped us out and said it's 1 contract every 6 months to benefit from this team revenue share. And we're going to improve the revenue share right here. Whoever gets to level 5, 20 active qualified, no longer has to sell a deal every 6 months. So this is a very big benefit if you decide to build a team. Now let's say you just want to sell deals. Check this out. This is brand new. We are giving more commission when you sell personal deals, okay? So we all know that Powur operates on a 70-30 cost of goods on the margin, giving you the bigger commission more than almost any other solar company I've seen. But now when you sell 10 deals to 19 deals that are buildable in a 12-month rolling period, you're unlocking an extra 2.5% margin for yourself. On average, that's $250. 20 deals in a rolling 12-month, 20 deals to 29 deals in a rolling 12-month period is 5% margin. 30 deals to 39 deals in 12 months is 7.5% extra margin in your pocket. That's $750, $600, $900 in your pocket extra. And check out the last one here, 40 deals in a 12-month period that's buildable. You are unlocking 10% extra margin in your pocket. That's almost $1,000. 40 deals. Congratulations, you just got a $40,000 bonus per year. Holy cow. So not only was our 70-30 already the best, but now if you choose to sell a certain amount of deals in 12 months, you're unlocking a lot of extra revenue, okay? One more thing here. Powur Vision, you may not have known this. We have our own beautiful internal proposal tool that gives us total customization. You can add and remove panels. Here we have 34 panels in Las Vegas. We still show you transparently the cost of goods, taxes, 30-year Powur Care rebate. We even have Critter Guard on here. And I set the margin at 10 grand. This is going to pay me $7,000. This cash price is $2.77 a watt. You may not know what that means. No one sells under this price, ladies and gentlemen, in Las Vegas. Nobody. Not a nationwide company, not a Powur Care 30-year warranty, not Critter Guard. not 425-watt panels, black on black. No one is doing it under 277 a watt, and you're going to make $7,000. I love this slide because we give our customers better pricing and we earn more and better equipment and warranties than any other solar company that I'm familiar with. Now, we're going to bring up our next guest here, but one of the reasons I joined Powur back in 2019 is the amazing executives that run our company. From our CEO, Jonathan Budd, our CFO, our COO, our Chief Marketing Officer, technology, CRM, you name it, they're taking care of the pillars of the business for us. Business development, Dan, operations, maintenance, repairs, which is top notch, Rachel McDonald, and so many more names here. No one has an executive team and roster like this company. It's one of the reasons why we're set up for success. So with that said, I'd like to introduce to you Ethan Miller, our Chief Operating Officer, who brings 20 years of experience leading solar companies. He was the VP of Operations at SunPower and the Senior Vice President of Operations at Sunrun, helping them achieve #1 residential market share in the U.S. Now, as I said, cost of goods plus adders, scope of work, change orders, and timelines, those may have been some pain points for you, and we've rolled out new things here to show you. So with that, Ethan Miller, are you there?
Yeah, do you hear me?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Wonderful. Well, sign me up. That sounds great. I'm ready to go. So sell it again for Powur.
Not so
Um,
fast. What have we
it's
rolled out? What have we changed? What are the numbers looking like?
yeah. Well, it's been quite a year. We've been working our butts off on some really big things. We talked about a lot of that most recently at Power World. If I talk about some of the things that I think impact you in your day to day, Jonathan mentioned earlier, just ensuring we're working with the best installers. That has been a huge focus over the last, 12 plus months, is ensuring we have the right installers on board. That's a slow moving boat. It takes time to get the right partnerships in place, build trust, build loyalty. You all know that. I think we've got better partners than ever right now. Personally, I would rather have the owner of a company really engaged and overseeing my region, my market, my install, versus somebody who's doing what somebody else told them, who sits in some office 1,000 miles away, right? And I think that's what we really try to lean into, that ownership level engagement. That's been huge, and that's, if installers do the right thing, we end up in a better place altogether. We listened, been very curious and very much taking in, as much as we can as around what the friction points have been over the last, year or so or longer, right? Some of those friction points have been things like COGS plus, right? When we talk, what is COGS plus, right? When I talk about that, big friction point we've seen is people say, hey, you're always changing my price, right? I sold the deal. I thought I was going to make this much money. It changed, went down, went up, went down, went up again, right? And I can't follow that. We've implemented a structure that allows us to really lean in and lock in that price at what's called scope of work confirmation. And I know we've got a few slides here. We want to advance through some of those, Jonathan, but I think it'll help just describe the sequence of events here a little bit faster. So like the big friction points, right, are: one, tell me what my price is going to be, what my commission is going to be as fast as possible, and don't change it, right? Like, lock it in, don't change it. So we've listened. We've really anchored on those principles. How fast can we tell you what we're going to build? Get some real eyes on it. Installers are doing 100% of our site surveys now. We're sending, skilled technicians to the job site to take measurements, to review that. We're ordering things like Eagle View and best-in-class imagery in addition to that site survey. We're pulling it together. We're doing something called scope of work, specification, and confirmation. That within about 48 hours, we're locking in where the storage is going to be, where the inverter is going to be, if it's a solar edge type of project, as you can see here, where the modules are going to be, and most importantly, what the cost of the system is going to be. We're doing a full review based on site survey, photos, imagery, detailed roof dimensioning, and we're locking in everything, right? Everything. We're committing to you at this point in time. This is what we can build. Does it need a main panel upgrade? Does it not? All of that stuff right here, based on real visit to the job site. Once we get this, we're making a commitment on what the price is going to be, what the cost on the job is going to be. We're not changing that commitment. Done. If there's increased costs, that's on us. If we made a mistake, that's on us. This is the beauty of COGS Plus, right? This is the thing we've layered in. We're only barely, not even 2 months into this. And I've been watching this data so closely, right? This was scary, right? This was like, oh man, this is a change in business for us. Like we're going to, be so confident in the scope of work process that we're going to just say, that's it. We're not making any changes after that. And we did a lot of analytics, a lot of, deep diving on the data. And what I've seen so far is about, this was just the data and it's actually getting better. I just pulsed on it again this week, is right now in the first 30 days of this, about 83% of projects no longer went back to sellers with a cost increase. Previously, only 14% of projects didn't go back to the seller with a cost increase, right? Crazy. So now virtually 9 out of 10 jobs don't go back, right? They just don't. We're done. We move it forward. And think about how smooth the process can be if we lock that in, if we get all aligned, up front on that. Another big change we saw, and we'll talk about this here in a second, on the change order front and so forth. But another big change we saw was I saw our projects that returned more than once to a seller. That was a big frustration. We make a change, then we find something new, then we find something new, and that slows everything down, right? We saw that go from 43% of projects going back for more than one change to 2%. So if it's going to change, it's usually one small tweak and we're done. That's huge. That's, can't even hard for me to even express how exciting that is. Not just from the confidence that you can have in what you build, and what you sell and gets built and no surprises downstream, but I'm most excited about the impact on cycle time, right? So when you think about cycle time, we've also introduced this new thing called project confirmation. So this all fits together, right? We do the scope of work confirmation within 48 hours, boom, you know what you're going to build. We tell you what the costs are going to be. We don't change it. As long as we get everything done, what we call project confirmation, the documents in, we're working on ways to just really display that in a very clean way. You need to have your utility bills. Maybe it's an interconnection application signed. As long as all that stuff's in, we get to project confirmation. And then at project confirmation, we have, it's like the holy grail, right? We've got a buildable project that we can just, launch off of. The stats I'm seeing right now is most projects over the last 30 days, last month, are taking about 30 days to get to install complete after project confirmation.
Wow.
So when you kind of think about your responsibility versus Powur's and operational responsibilities, man, if you can drive towards a clean deal and a clean project, you get that scope of work, you know what the cost is, you say, yep, looks good, you move it forward, bam, right? 30 days to install is what we're seeing on a lot of these projects. And we all know that there are changes. There's always going to be changes, right? You're selling a project off of the best information you have. We have to do that complex evaluation, in that first period. So when those changes do come back to you, we have been implementing, I swear, every sprint, every other week right now, there's changes coming in on this. We've put a team in place focused on this. We've brought our backlog down dramatically over the last few months. This is really, and we're doing some really cool new things, giving you little sliders to be able to actually say, how much do you want to take from your commission? How much do you want to pass to the homeowner? We're making all of this really exciting and easy for you to just be done with and move it on. And we're not even halfway there yet on what we're going to be doing with change orders. So super excited about this. And the last stat I'm really seeing is that the cool thing is once we get to project confirmation, there are virtually no change orders, right? I mean, it's just like that early in the project, we've got a physical site survey, we've got the best digital imagery, we've had an engineer review the job, and we've gone through all of those things. The probability of change order is almost non-existent after that. It's construction, there's always something, but it's almost non-existent, after that, which is really, really cool.
Awesome. Great information, Ethan. I know we're just rolled this out a month or two ago. It's exciting to
Brand
see
new.
timelines improve. The way these things look too. I mean, the layout, that's coming to me so fast after site survey within days. And I get
Mhm.
to see my scope of work. And I know I sold about 8 deals the last 45 days. And it just feel like it's moving quicker. And when we get to project confirmation, and then I get to see how I can change it, all the details right there with the layout, and I can accept it or revise it. Hats off. I know it's an evolving change here. But yeah, so far so good. So we appreciate the update here, Ethan. Look forward to more.
Yeah, thank you. We're learning. We're making tweaks every day, so it's going to keep getting better.
That's right. All right. Thank you, Ethan. Let's go on a few more updates for everybody. Now, you may know that we have the Tesla Powerwall 3. They need to make more in Sparks, Nevada, and a new device called a backup switch. We have other batteries like SolarEdge, Franklin, and Enphase. And I bring up batteries because we have some of the best technology to help our customers. We're at a place where grid parity, solar, and batteries is at the same price of the utility, if not better. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the future right here, batteries and solar for our clients with the best technology. And one of the coolest things about Power is the diversification of our partnerships. We're not just in bed with one partner only, and if they go under, we go under. We get to use different partners. Lightreach is a strong partner for us. They do leasing and PPA services for our customers across the country, and they're fast approvals and fast payouts. So Lightreach is a strong third-party owned partner. But as interest rates come down, we're going to see Sungage Financial, Endfin loans, and GoodLeap loans continue to be more successful. The dealer fees are getting lower. Nobody has a 25-year 899 loan with little to no dealer fee. One of my top guys in Texas is loving Sungage's 25-year 699 loan right now. No prepayment penalty. We have GoodLeap's loans, and interest rates are being cut the next few quarters to give your customers more savings and better purchasing options as well. Now, someone who's no stranger to the solar industry, she's been in solar for 10 years, one of the top closers in California and likely the industry. She has made 7 figures in power in commissions in just the last few years. And she's come from Solar City, Tesla, and Sunrun. So, Cynthia, let's chat a little bit about what you've seen change, some of the pains, and why you are here. Are you out there,
Yeah.
Cynthia?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yes. Welcome, Cynthia.
Hey, everyone. Yeah. And just to segue from that Sungage slide too, that's an exclusive rate for us. And even their 3.99, they slashed all of not just their dealer fees, but also the cost on and also the interest rate. So lots of exclusive things for Power. And that's one of the reasons why I chose Power. But just, in the beginning, just taking a look at Power, having worked for Solar City, for Sunrun, for Tesla, I feel like those of us that have worked for multiple nationwide companies, we have seen how they implement change over time. And that's not very often, you guys. If we are to take just an eagle eye view of what Power has done in just the last few years that I've been with them, it's insane the amount of changes that they implement. And that is going to come with some consequences, you guys. I mean, we are growing. This is the major leagues. This is not your neighborhood solar company. They're implementing so many changes. It is hard for some newer people to keep up. And if you're not plugged in and if you're not plugging in, I can see where it can get really hard to keep up with all the changes. Power is constantly negotiating new pricing for us with manufacturers. They're constantly bringing on new equipment, new partners. That is one of the main reasons that I'm here. Never have I seen a company that is so quick to pivot and so quick to try something new. When I worked at Sunrun, Tesla, Solar City, there would be, hey guys, there's this new concierge service. We're going to take 6 months to roll this out. And that's the one change that's happening this year. You know, at Power, we have 20 mic drop announcements at our annual conference. And so those changes are going to come with some adjustments. They are going to come with some pain. Having been in the industry, you do develop a little bit of a thick skin for a lot of this because you get to learn what happens when there's an equipment shortage, what happens when there's a downturn in the industry, what are the consequences of that, how to deal with that, how to set proper expectations. And so, you know, we lost a lot of good people at Power over the last couple years, rightfully so, because we had some growing pains. I mean, think about 2023 last year, you guys. Even though the industry was down, 80%, we still installed more solar than ever before in 2023. The first half of the year was absolutely wild. And you guys saw the slide, a lot of companies went out of business. There is a reason why hundreds of companies are joining the Power platform as an enterprise because they couldn't sustain their own solar business because they see that Power has figured it out. And so go for it.
One question for you, Cynthia. You said something there, set proper expectations. No one is better in customer service and expectations than you are. Would you say it's fair to say that 1 in 10, 2 in 10 jobs in our 10-year career at every company goes south or has challenges?
Yeah, for sure. You know, even having like one of the best pull-through rates, you are going to have some loss of projects. You definitely are. There's going to be things that we can't anticipate. I think I saw in Power Pioneers today, someone posted that their project moved through city permitting, but at inspection, now that city's requiring like a fire sprinkler system last minute. You know, weird things like that are going to happen. Yeah, they're going to happen. And for the wrong customer, you know, if we don't set proper expectations, that can really hurt you and can lose you the project, you know. So it is really important for us to take ownership of our businesses and to really, you have to really hold their hand and guide the client throughout their project. And you have to check on them and you have to really explain things and set proper expectations. And, you know, under promise, over deliver is always the best. But yeah, we should definitely always expect, just like you're not going to sell every project you meet with, you're not going to install every project you sell. And that is part of it. But what I will say is just the last few months, the changes that Power has made with scope of work, the changes they have made with operations, completely overhauling their entire model, you guys, from cost of goods to this, you know, COGS plus. They really listen. And that's the thing that I want you guys to take away today. And that's what I saw when I initially saw Power, was that they really do take our feedback. When we're saying, hey, there's not good communication, and they come up with a chat feature, a huddle system, you know, a phone number, and they're really quick to react to these things that we need. And so long term, that is why Power is coming out as one of the leaders in our industry, because they are listening to us and they are implementing those changes. So just wanted 100%. To mention that.
Thank you, Cynthia. Well said, my friend. I appreciate you. And yeah, the last 6-8 months of Power is looking so different and so much better. So thank you for elaborating on that and why you continue to be successful in this platform and in this industry. All right. A few more testimonials here, and then we'll get to the final promotion and wrap this up. Wally Arita, one of the top reps in the country, joined Power, made $1 million in just 2 years, and he stays because income model, cost of goods is honest, pays out commission, a unique business model for success. Edgardo Gonzalez, 7-figure earner. He's seen it all in his 10 years. Stability and scalability and longevity gives him the confidence to grow a business and not worried about getting paid. My twin brother, Chris, in under 3 years, he's earned 7 figures, getting to sell deals, earning revenue share, building a team, and helping mentor others while other big companies are hurting. Being able to scale nationwide, transparency, stock options, and support makes him successful. And lastly, Jordan Shaw, another 7-figure earner, giving him the freedom and trust. Again, the transparency in the revenue paired with the leadership. It's given him 7 figures, and he wants to build multiple 7 figures commission at Powur. And Jordan, thank you for saying, what other company sends their top 20 to 30 sales reps to Mexico to build homes for families sleeping on the floor? And that's a great segue to just why we're so special. The events, the in-person events, the daily trainings, the Power Play recordings, everything we have. And guys, I'm so excited about our next annual in-person convention, going to be in Nevada, Las Vegas, September or October. Stay tuned, of 2025. And if you want to join me, join us, join this community, gas pedal down till 2025, all the way to Vegas. We're going to get ready for summertime. It's going to be the best summer ever. Heat pumps, electric vehicles, utility rate hikes, warmer temperatures are coming. Battery technology is improving. Guys, it's just common sense. Like, this is the direction right now. And whoever has the discipline and the work to get there is going to succeed. And I don't want to understate some of those pains, some of those operation pains, some of those partner pains, some of those pains Cynthia and I experienced at Solar City Tesla, at Sunrun. You need to have thick skin, like she said. But I think that the leadership and community, those who stay and play, can get paid. This may not be the right place for you. It's not always about chasing the lowest red line, in my opinion. If the vision, mission, purpose, serving others, giving back, leadership, ethics, and integrity align with you, if you can plant your flag and say, this is my home, this is my community, these are my friends, this is the platform, we get to do solar. The homeowner wins, the planet wins, and we win. And one of the reasons I like Powur is because I don't want to just play small with a local installer, and I want to play big. I want to build something. I want to help people. I want to have impact, income. And I see the way that Powur lets me do that, which is why I continue to stay here and work harder and harder every day. Last few slides here. In closing, Powur is wanting to go IPO, go public. That is our vision, our trajectory. So you can go to this website and learn more. You can look at our financials. You can look at our executive board, the shareholders, who's investing money, like Paul Wanowski giving $1 to $2 million. It's amazing. If you want to do your research, we are open source. We give you financials, unlike other companies. So go check out wefunder.com and join us on our path to going IPO. Now, normally, you know that Powur is $99 onboarding fee and $85 a month for everything. The CRM, backend, marketing, the assets, everything, social media shareables, the proposal tool, back office, all the training, the events, even healthcare options, guys, daily accounting and payroll, everything in your ledger, websites, landing pages, all $85 a month. That's the standard license. And of course, we have Powur Pro or Enterprise. And again, take a screenshot. These are the states that we do it in today, but we are going to be expanding in more states as the years to come. So whoever sent you this recording, whoever invited you here tonight, you want to get back with them and rejoin us. We take your concerns seriously. The reasons why you left, we want to hear them. We want to know. We want to fix it and grow. We've taken seller surveys. We've taken exit surveys. We've rolled out many of the initiatives that you saw tonight, and we continue to succeed. So if you have not been with Powur for 90 days, you can rejoin us and get 6 months taken care of on Powur, no monthly fee. You'll re-enroll, pay for just the first month, and Powur is going to credit you 6 months. We're going to take you all the way to summertime, baby, so we can crush it. Scan the QR code, or I will go ahead and put the link in the chat for this promotion. If your leadership, whoever invited you, join them and get back in, join this rocket ship and this platform. If you need guidance, if you came here and wandered to this video and you're not sure if your leadership's still in it, no one invited you, feel free to reach out to joinus@powur.com or reach out to any of the executives in the company. But if you've been not with Powur for 90 days, you can rejoin and get 6 months taken care of. Again, scan the QR code. I will put the link in the chat. Get back to whoever invited you here tonight and join us. The solar industry is going from 5 million residential homes installed to 10 million in the next 7 years. The batteries and the heat pumps and the electrification of the home, the electric vehicles, the utility rate hikes, guys, the warmer temperatures, the weather events, these are all the signs, and we're just at the infancy stage. 6% of homes in the United States that qualify have solar. That's it. That's it. And our mission and our purpose to be the largest renewable, sustainable nationwide solar company and beyond. This is the right place. This is the right home. This is the right community. You can see from our COO and our executives the initiatives that have been rolling out. I'd like to invite you to join us and experience it for yourself. So please go ahead and re-enroll. With that, I will go ahead and end this recording. Appreciate you all for being on. And that is all I have.
Hey, Jonathan, that's a great job. I know we've ended the recording. Just for the folks that are still on here and making their decisions, again, folks, it's pretty simple. It's about timing. It's hard to pick the perfect time to do anything, to get married, to have children, to build a family. Just remember what our company's about and where our focus is on building a better world. There's never been a better time for that. It's never been more crucial in our society, certainly in our environment. And we want to make this as simple as possible. Remember, if you're not a salesperson, or you have no sales experience, we've got such a better path now just by, setting an appointment, grabbing electric bills from your friends, you can earn a 6-figure income. And if you're that sales professional, that solar professional, well, everybody knows we've got the best program in the industry. And if you're calling on homeowners now, mortgage broker, real estate, home security, whatever it may be, roofing, this is just a logical add-on to what you're doing. As Jonathan talked about, sales organizations and installers are now flocking to the platform, and we're signing hundreds of millions of dollars in deals with these companies. So it's just a very blessed time. So again, they say more is lost, right, by indecision and poor decisions. Just think about whether you want to be a part of the future of renewable energy. Mark Cuban passed on Uber because he didn't think they could decentralize the transportation industry, if you will. So we've already proven that we can do this. The writing is on the wall for the next, 5 to 10 years. We know where renewable energy is going. You know where it's going. And we'd love to have you be a part of that. So we'd like to keep things simple. People love our culture. They like to be around positive people. Maybe you missed that while you're away. So for whatever your personal reasons are, we'd love to have you come back. We've got great leadership. And if you didn't have leadership, we'll find you the right leadership. So the key is to just take the best look you can and think about what you want 2025 to look like. Maybe the price of groceries will come down. Maybe the price of transportation and travel will come. Maybe. We don't know. But what we know is that we've built this, and we built this for you. And, we'd love to have you come back and be a part of our culture. My greatest joy in this is my kids know what I stand for, and they know what I'm doing, and they know why I'm doing it. So thanks to the corporate people like Ethan, his amazing team, Kevin. I know Cammie's on here as well. Couldn't do without her. Irene, again, always everything you're doing behind the scenes. All of our great leaders, Jonathan and Cynthia, and their team, and all of you that are support everything we're doing around the country. We love you, and we appreciate you. So we're given a chance to have some folks rejoin us, and then we are going to plow forward into the future. We know that starting in the end of Q1, Q2, this industry is going to skyrocket, and we're excited for that. And we hope that all of you become a part of that as well. So, Cynthia, thank you again. Jonathan, as always, we thank you. Again, we got still questions in the chat, so we'll stay here until we get them all answered. If you're done, we wish you well. Go rejoin. Just go get involved with this thing. And if you want to hang on for a couple minutes and you got questions, we'll continue to get as many as we can answer for you. Have a wonderful evening. We love you. Thank you.